Okay, so I wanted to do a quick little astrology reading for Mr. Kit Connor, who is actually the now pretty much overnight famous Nick Nelson from Heartstopper, because I was very curious as to his chart and kind of what kind of triggered this, what kind of made this happen, and what things within his chart showed where he's going. So obviously I don't have a birth time. All I have is his actual birthday, which is the March 8th, 2004. In the UK. And so I wanted to talk about this for a couple of different reasons, because I've looked at his chart quite quite often, just for the last couple of days, just because I really wanted to kind of sit with it and kind of see exactly what is going on. And a lot of it's obviously over here with this Taurus stuff, right? A lot of that is kind of getting activated right now. He's going through his nodal return, which happens around the age of 18, where you have the North Node in the same sign as your own North Node. But it's also hitting, his Mars and his Venus, which he has both in there natally. So he has this really nice energy here. The thing that I tend to talk about with the North Node is when you have a planetary energy conjunct the North Node, it tends to exacerbate both your expression of that energy and that archetype, but then also allows you to bring that out in others, right? So for example, if you had your moon conjunct the North Node, it would be more of a person that would bring out that sort of emotional, nurturing, sort of caretaking energy in themselves, and then also those around them. So the thing that I find really, really unique about Kit being portrayed, or portraying a character that is bisexual, is because this North Node is, although it's not exactly conjunct either Venus or Mars, it is co-present, which means it's kind of still bringing out those Venus and Mars things in himself and in others around him. So that's really interesting in itself, just because of that North Node Venus-Mars contact that he has going on, because it definitely really kind of hints at kind of being a sort of, in a sense, a bi-icon in the sense of characterization, things like that. So that's a really, really cool thing to think about with that. And of course, with him going through his nodal return right now, a lot of those things are pulling him into his North Node in Taurus, which are a lot about, his own self-worth, his own self-value in that way. And I think obviously seeing himself portrayed so largely as a not really overnight success, but just really, really large following very, very quickly, it points to kind of him seeing his worth, seeing his value, seeing those things, because this North Node in Taurus definitely has a lot of support from both the feminine and the masculine side. So that's a really beautiful part in that regard. A couple other things in his chart that I think are a little bit unique. I find a lot of actors and actresses and things and people that tend to portray really, really good acting tend to be Pisces placements, either Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, or Pisces Mercury. So that in itself is really cool, because he does have the Sun conjunct Mercury in Pisces. So there is some energy there that does definitely hint at him being very good at portraying things of the collective sort of unconscious, a collective sort of emotional, deeper needs that'll bring them back to healing, which is something that is right on line with his chart there. Another thing that's interesting too, he does have this really nice Jupiter here. Jupiter is retrograde. It is actually in a pretty tight trine, a supportive aspect with the North Node, which means that there's a lot of understanding that he does with belief systems and the ways that he actually knows how to organize his day and be diligent and work, that allows him to really have the career, have the things that he wants, and really go towards his purpose, right? The Jupiter North Node, because it's a trine, it tends to, the universe will support you quite a lot in fulfilling your purpose. And so I can guarantee he worked very, very hard to reach to this point, to get this sort of this role that has then kind of catapulted him in many different avenues. Another thing with that too, with Jupiter always shows kind of like how things are expansive, how things are, better and great. And the thing that's really interesting about this, as myself, who also is a Jupiter in Virgo, it's one of those things where the universe will give you more work to do, and you'll always have work to do as a Jupiter in Virgo, but the work you do is going to be very, very fulfilling and very healing for you and others. And so there is kind of like a role model energy with this, especially because Jupiter is also in opposition to his Sun and his Mercury. So there is some interesting things going on here, where his work does have to do with him kind of expressing himself more, but also with the Pisces Sun, that's an expression itself that gets projected on a lot, but it also has to do with media. Neptune rules media and things of that nature. And then he has this Jupiter trining the Mars here, which definitely exacerbates more of like kind of what he's meant to do, how he wants to be portrayed, and he finds a lot of meaning and purpose in what he's doing. And a lot of what I feel like he's going through right now is trying to figure out exactly what the meaning and purpose is as to why he was put in this role and things of that nature, and what the bigger picture is. And I think that's a lot of what he's processing right now, as well as many of us are processing, because it was very, very healing for a lot of people in the LGBT communities. So there's that aspect of it. This moon here, this moon Libra squaring Saturn and moon trining Neptune, this is a little interesting to me. This makes me, this is a great, great, great aspect for being once again, portraying someone in media that is, a kind of, like a bisexual, or even just like a character in general. Like the moon in Libra is already really, really a great place to have the moon, and it's trining Neptune in Aquarius, which is all about the collective, like the collective media of like society and things. So that's really supportive in that way. This trine to the square though is, or this square to the moon from Saturn. Wow, Mercury retrograde, that was a lot. But the square to Saturn there with that is a little concerning for me, just because I think there is some emotional doubt that he may have that comes probably from like his family and things like that. And I think because, and this is kind of more on the Saturn trine Uranus thing that he has going on, where I think this thrusted him into this life overnight, to the point that he might not feel like he's emotionally ready to handle those things, because Saturn in Cancer is very, it's a little emotionally raw. It's a like, because their biggest lesson is to understand how to nurture their own emotional safety, and a lot of this is being portrayed publicly, right? So Saturn in Cancer can definitely have a very caretaking energy in public and things of that nature, but it also, when it is private, when it is in the private life, it can definitely be something that they might struggle with understanding what they're feeling, understanding what they're doing. And that moon square Saturn definitely, it's an internalized pressure for him there. The only other thing this is a lot more to talk about, but we have the Pluto square his Mercury, almost exact actually by a degree. So this is an interesting thing too here. And whenever you have Mercury in aspect, so his Mercury is an aspect to both Jupiter and Pluto. Mercury and Jupiter as an aspect is going to make your words bigger, and it tends to do with just in general, just like mass broadcasting of your speech. Just because Mercury is your mind, your communication, your thoughts, your story, right? And how you communicate that story, or how you communicate a story, right? Because he has Mercury in Pisces, so it's a story of the collective, and what the deeper subconscious of everybody needs to heal. But it's so that Jupiter there, it expands his story, or the story for the subconscious, through his work, because Jupiter's in Virgo, right? And it's going to be a lot of work that he's going to continue doing. But also Mercury square Pluto. Mercury square Pluto is an aspect in a chart that shows the words that these people say pierce, and they can really, really get through to the depths of people with the Mercury Pluto aspect. And it has a way about it of really, really going to the depths of what people need to heal. So this is honestly just, all of this chart is just telling me that this kid definitely fits the character of Nick Nelson, because Nick Nelson's character is kind of seen within this chart as well. But also Kit being chose to play Nick is a lot of that in this as well. But I definitely think this Jupiter here in Virgo and this Chiron in Capricorn definitely concerns me for him overworking himself, because with his Mars North Node, Venus North Node, he could definitely overwork himself for a whatever sort of reason, maybe because he feels like he might not that he feels like he might not have this again, but he wants to live up to, an expectation potentially, or something that may have been just thrust upon him, right? That's kind of what I'm getting with that. But this is just don't overwork himself. But it's really, really beautiful. It's a great energy that his chart has. Very, very powerful words, very powerful things. But just be, and it's something of with this Mars square Neptune too. What he's doing is actually healing the collective on many, many levels, both the speech that he does and then the things that he actually physically does for work, and kind of where he goes from here is going to continue to heal him. And as we approach Saturn going into Pisces next year, you will see a lot of stuff kind of go through for him too, and kind of develop. So that was my little, very mini reading on that for Mr. Kit Connor, also known as Nick Nelson in Heartstopper. I would go much deeper into this, but I just don't like to do that for privacy reasons, for just celebrities, clients, things of that nature. I don't like to publicly do these things. But I just wanted to share with you guys what I thought about this chart, because it's very, very interesting as it's portrayed as, Nick Nelson. So that's pretty much that. And I am very, very grateful to be able to have read this chart. So I hope you guys got something out of this. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.